This activity, we're now going to create our stop motion. So right here, we have all of these classes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on one of the classes that I'm in for my stop motion. So you're going to go to that class, click classwork, and then go to that assignment. So we're going to act like this is the assignment. Once you view the assignment and you get to this page, you're going to hit add or create. Once I hit add or create, you're going to click a Google slide. So again, as that's creating, go to your Google Classroom, view the assignment, and then hit add or create. And we're going to add this Google slide. Now your storyboard is also going to be on that document. Okay, so this storyboard is also going to be on there. Now that I have that, I'm going to open this up, and I like to click and hold on my trackpad and then let go, and I can delete these all at the same time. This is what we're going to use for stop motion. I'm going to go into insert, and I can grab this word art, and I'm going to write gas. Now I want every single letter to be a different color, so I'm going to make it a different color on here. And I'm just going in here and I'm just hitting Command and D to duplicate. So Command D will duplicate this. Now, again, if I hold and highlight all of these, I can change the font. I can go into more fonts, and there's a ton of fonts that you can add that Google has. You can also search by style. So if I wanted like a handwriting type of style with like permanent marker, I can do that. So see there, again, I can go in here and I'm able to choose what I think will look great for this activity and kind of stick out. So feel free to customize for your own needs. Next thing I'm going to do is grab this paint bucket, and it's going to change the colors. Okay, so see how I've got orange, let's do a green, and maybe a yellow. Okay, so I've got gas. If I hit here and I look for that red line, it's going to center it. And then I can also go in here and I'm able to change, see how it's a black? Maybe I want to make it darker. I can go over here and I can make it darker. I can maybe have it have a different border if I wanted to. I really like this one though. Okay. And actually, I think I have an idea that I'm going to do. Okay. So now that I've got all my letters on here, I can now add like a background. So maybe I want to search matter. And I can do a Google search, and I'm going to search my images. And this looks really cool. So I'm going to grab that, and then I'm going to insert it as my background. So I'm going to choose an image, add it to my background, and then I've got this nice little background, okay? Sometimes it's also fun to use these shape tools. So you can see all of these different shape tools on here. And I'm going to grab this box, and I'm going to click here, hit delete, and I am going to move this up top, okay? That way it kind of sticks out. Okay. So maybe something like that or something like that. Okay. So now I want to duplicate this. That's kind of like the end result that I want for this slide. I want every letter to come up individually. So I'm working backwards on this. Okay. So I want the G. Now remember that border I was talking about? I want it to be transparent. Okay. And then I want to duplicate it again, and I want to make it stand out with that black, and I want it to be a 3. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go with that design. So now, like if we click through, see how that G pops up? So that's kind of what the look I'm looking for. Now I want to keep the G and add the A. And I'm using my undo and redo buttons as I make mistakes. So make sure you do that if you're making any type of mistakes or need to kind of think about something. Okay, and I'm going to make this a 4. There's my A. Now we're going to add our S. Okay, so I've already got the outline, and this one I just need to remove it. See how I worked backwards and how long that transition took? It took me maybe 2 minutes, 30 seconds to make, and I've got 7 slides out of there. And now if you just click through, it's going to add, did you see how it added those outlines as I clicked? So it's going to look like a mini video. Once I'm done with that, I am then going to add another slide. You will want to go back to your storyboard and look at what you created on your storyboard. I'm going to go here and I can grab any of the icons that I added to my storyboard to help me, and I can add them onto my stop motion video. So maybe again, I'm explaining how to do what gas looks like. Again, you're showing the different phases of motion or whatever your stop motion topic is. And if I hit Command D, it's just going to duplicate all these little red dots, and I can add them on. So again, I'm just kind of moving these around on my slide. Okay, and then maybe I wanted to add a couple more dots on the next slide. So I can again hit duplicate slide. So all I'm doing is right clicking, and then I can just add these dots all around the slide. And so now when I click through, see how it's adding more dots throughout the activity? So that is stop motion. And again, there's so many tools that we're going to kind of walk through real quick. If you go to insert, you can use all of these different tools. If you wanted a table, maybe you wanted to add images, you can add word art, lines. Some of these same tools are down here. So you can add a text box, the image, the shapes. There's a ton of shapes. So maybe you want to add math symbols, or maybe you want to add fun banners, or maybe you want to make a cartoon speech bubble. You can also use arrows. You can also use all these fun shapes right here. You can add backgrounds. You can also do different layouts if you wanted to. You can use the themes in here, or you can add your own themes. And then up here, you can change your colors. So anytime you add like a box, this one will fill the whole box, the outline of the box, and then the A will change the font. You can make things bold, big, small, whatever you need. And then you can also center it if you need to as well. So check out the tools. Don't be afraid to click. If you make a mistake, just hit the undo button. And then once you are finished, we're going to walk through how to publish your stop motion video.